Hello everyone. Sejr here. Thank you so much for joining the Trinity Stamps channel. I haven't been here for a while, and they finally let me back in, and I'm going to wreak some Christmas havoc on you all. I am going to be playing with some Christmas themed gnomes. So if you love gnomes, these are going to be a lot of fun. I have the little tree gnome. I have the snowman, I'm sorry, which has a few little guys. And then, of course, not gnomes, but it's candy. So I just love this set so much. It's so versatile. It has so many things in it. So I'm going to use some products in that. And we're going to be creating some gift tags. So let's see if your imagination can conjure up what I'm going to be creating. And let's get crafting. Okay, so what one must do when they want to make some gift tags is first let's get some ink and stamp out our images. I'm going to be using some black ink that is alcohol marker friendly because I will be bringing in my Olo markers to color these. And I'm just going to make sure that I have a nice impression on our alcohol friendly paper here. I'll stamp it and I'll kind of just press it in, leave it for a tiny bit. I do the same thing for VersaMark ink. That one, if you let it sit just for a tiny bit, it gives you a better impression. At least I feel that it is that way. But we have the tree, we have the snowman on the sled, we have, I think that's a snowman throwing a snowball, and then we have just a tree. And then I'm going to pull out the gumdrop from the candy set, and I'm going to stamp 6 of those. So the theme I'm going with is non-traditional colors. I am going to be doing kind of a Candyland color. So as you can see, I'm bringing in a bright blue. So we're going to almost think cotton candy. That's going to be the color theme of this. And so I'm going to show you how I color the blue. And then we'll kind of zip through this. This coloring of all these images took a few hours, so I'm trying to find the best way of showing you some coloring without overburdening you with hours of watching coloring. So I'm going to do the blue. We'll show the blending that I'm kind of doing, which is right now I'm doing the B24, which is not as dark as I wanted, so we'll go back. But the next thing I'm going to do is my B22, which is the medium tone there. And I'm just going to show you how I do that for all the images, and then we'll kind of cut it through to each different colors. So I'm just slowly blending, starting from the dark and working my way up, adding some blue just to the odd light bulb on that tree, and then to the Candy King. And then I'm going to bring in my low tone. That's not the right term, I just went blank. It's the brightest or the lightest color, and that's B02. This one you have to be very careful of because there's so much more alcohol in it that it will spread your colors out. So I do like to do one coat of this, and then I'll go back with my darker colors and then not really touch that light tone too much. But in this case, I brought the B26. I was realizing that there wasn't much depth around the edges and the shadows, so I want it a little bit darker, but not taking away from the brightness. So I'm just going to touch the tiny little edges and nooks and crannies of the stamp. And then I'm going to bring my B24 in and start stretching that out. You can see a much better depth to these images. You may be wondering why I shaded those 2 gumdrops differently. I accidentally made a mistake. So I was just sticking with it. So it is shaded in 2 different ways. Now let's bring out the B22 one more time just to spread out that ink a little bit more to cover some of that light color, which is the B02. And we'll just very carefully work from the other end inwards, not to lose that dark. And there we go with all the blue. So then I did the same thing for all the pink areas. And we have the gumdrop, we have the mittens on the snowman's earmuffs and toque. So there we go. And then I am going to be using some orange yellows or yellow orange. It's kind of like a really pretty brown for the toque, or sorry, for the toboggan and the shoes. I'm going to bring in some warm grays. This is for the beard and the snowman's toque and little poofs. And then using some BV 47 and 45 for the anything that's black. I decided to do that instead of using actual black or cool grays. And then I'm now bringing in some oranges to do the carrot. I have also done the cool 0, 0, 1, and 0, 3 for the snow of each snowman. And so those are now all done. And the next thing we're going to do is start moving on to the tree. So this one I felt was a little bit more entertaining to watch because you can see all the different layers going in, but I'm just going to do the one tree and show you how I did it. We'll start with the YG25. This is not going to be the darkest layer, and you'll see what happens, why I decide to go one step darker. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of working in all the under branches and then spreading downwards so that all the tips are hopefully going to be much brighter. So I start with the 2.5. This is now the 2.3, just spreading it down a bit. And then the YG1.2 to fill in all the gaps. I'm okay if there's still some white showing because this is just the first pass. And then we're going to do this again. But see, now I'm bringing in a YG87. Now you can see the depth of the tree. You can really see how those branches are now popping off the card. So definitely it was a smart choice to do that. And I'm just kind of bringing that shadow in with the 8.7 and then bring in my 2.5, which is what I started with. And I'll start spreading that. Very incremental, very little. You don't need to spread too much because those inks will spread when you combine them because it is still kind of wet. I'm working pretty fast. So just going over all the colors. The 8.7, and now with the 2.3 doing it again, but just working a little bit further down from that, but just like millimeters as you work down, because you don't want to lose all that nice green. And then that's pretty much how you do both of those trees. Easy peasy. Now just finishing off with the face, and then I'll cut these all off camera when we're ready to go. The next thing we're going to do is now working on the tags. Now I did this one off camera. This one took too long to make for the video just because there's a lot of drawing time, but I'm going to use my Posca markers to make two more. These are 2.5 by 3 3/4 inch, and using the one I've already created as a template, I'll just snip off the edges and now you got an easy tag. All I need to do is just put a little hole punch in the center there. So we're going to be working with Posca markers. These are some bright colors, really Candyland-ish colors. These are really the only two colors that I have that are pink and blue. So that's why I chose these colors, but I really wanted to play with these, see what I can create. So I'm going to create two more simple backgrounds. This is purely inspiration. I've been on Facebook and I keep getting these inspirations for these markers, and I wanted to try to make some with these tags. So these are just some of the ideas. These are not really my ideas. I'm just incorporating them into cards. And so we're going to do some stripes with the pink and the blue. And then we're going to switch off to the second tag as that other one dries, because it does take a little bit of time to dry. And I'm just going to take this black one Posca marker and draw a squiggly line and then add little nubs. So what we're going to be creating is a string of lights. And it's going to be incorporating those pinks and blues as well. So I actually have the pinks and blues and whites in the small version as well. So now you can see why I chose these two colors for my Christmas tags, because I had all the pieces for it. Now I'm going to let that black line dry, and we'll go and add some white stripes to each of these strips. So what essentially I'm doing is creating candy sticks. I'm not sure if they're all over the world, but when I was growing up, there's always been this little store where they would have all the flavor of candy sticks, and they'd be all different colors and flavors, and they kind of look like that. So these are the pink and the blue ones. No idea what flavors they are, but I've put all the lines on that. And as that dries, we'll move back to the next tag, which we're now adding little circles attached to all the nubs. We'll start with the white. You can kind of see that I need to do a second coat of the white, but we did some whites, blues, and then pinks, and now we have a nice set of string lights. Now that these are all dried, it's time to bring out an archival ink pen. This just creates a nice black line, and I'm using a 10 point marker here, and I'm just going to go just on the outside to give it some lines to break away from the background. For the light bulbs, there's a little bit more to be done. I'm going to add the little filament on the inside, just a little quick squiggle, and then I will outline that. So I think that was a 0, 1, and I'll outline them with a 0, 3, and then just add some little bright light doodles. I don't know what else to call them, but that's what I'm going to say. It's like a bright idea, doodle line. And then that will give it some little bit of motion to it. Okay, so now that all of these are done, I've cut all the images out, and I've added another tree. That was something I created, and there was a big blotch in it, so I decided, you know what, I'm going to use it anyways. We'll just cover it with something. So that's why it is a little bit different than what we were coloring together. So there we go. We'll just try to figure out how to hide that little blotch, and so I can still use my tree. I think having that green will break up some of this pink and blue that's everywhere. So we just got some simple glitter cardstock that I cut in a simple mound so that I have the snowman can, or so I have some snow the snowman can sit on. Oh my goodness, that is a tongue twister right there. Too many S's in one sentence. So using the pencil, I'm just going to mark off roughly where I want to put that tree back down, and then double checking, because I just want to make sure that that little blotch of ink gets covered. That's all. And we'll trim that off, and now we can start building our scene on the first card. I think this was kind of fun. This one almost has like, it almost looks like skating rinks. I was thinking about putting the snow sled, or the snowman on the sled on this background, but I just felt there was just too much pink and blue, so I decided to use the snowman that's throwing that ball. But I really like that background. It's a very bold but soft almost. It's really pretty. And we'll just put our gnome snowman down there. And then when that's all set, I did put a little piece of cardstock behind it to prop it up so it's not going to sag. And then we'll finish it off with some gumdrops on the snowbank. Put a little white one, and I'm going to separate the blue from the snowman. Because the hat's blue, I'm going to just make sure it's not beside it, but instead put the pink one there. Now I'm going to bring in another die. This is the Emergency Card Essentials. It's a really cool interactive die, but it has a lot of little elements, like Christmas elements. And I love these little stars here. So I'm going to bring that in, and I've cut it a few times because I'm going to be using it for all my tags. And we'll just put a couple of them on the tag there just to tie in that glitter upwards into the card, because it's kind of only being used as a snowbank. So it's nice just to tie it in with a very subtle, pretty star. So there we go. And we'll put that aside so we can let it fully dry before we add our ribbon. Now for our candy sticks, I do realize that some of those do get covered quite a lot, but that's okay. You never know, so it's always good to design your background, and then if it gets covered, that's okay. So we'll use that tree, and we'll once again cover it a bit with the glittery snowbank, making sure we can still see that trunk, because I do want to tie in that toboggan and that tree trunk so you still have that kind of those browns together, but we'll see if it gets covered or not. Who knows what I do. And then we'll add 3 more gumdrops to this one just to tie in all those colors, because you just can't get enough blue and pink. I'm adding another little piece of cardstock to the back just to prop that up, and we'll glue it to the top as if it's sliding down. And then 1, 2, 3 gumdrops are added to the snowbanks just to create this Candyland, Wonderland, beautiful scenery. This is definitely not a color theme that I use very often. I'm very traditional. I love my reds, greens, and golds, but I love this. I will always go back to tradition, but it's nice just to try something different. And I thought this was just perfect. All I need now is some pink and blue wrapping paper. Let's see if I can find some. Now we'll let that one dry, And we now are bringing in the last background. This one I thought was fun to have with the gnome tree because the gnome tree has the lights on it, and I colored it with the pink, blue, and white as well. And I'm just going to prop him up with some pieces of cardstock just to give him some depth. And no snowbanks, nothing else. I'm just going to add some of these stars around just because the background already is kind of pretty and busy. So I don't want to add too much, and I also don't want to hide anything. So let's just add some stars here. Now all tags will be using these stars. And I think this is just beautiful, and I'm loving it so much. Okay, there's the 3 tags, and now let's bring in some ribbon, and we'll just tie them up. I'm going to do kind of a loopy tuck there so that it can be either changed or taped or whatever. It's not going to be permanently tied. I do hope you enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun trying something new, different colors, and working with some fantastic gnome stamp products by Trinity Stamps. If you did enjoy this, feel free to leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. And I do hope that you all have a wonderful and safe Christmas and winter holidays with family and friends. And until the next time, have a fantastic day. And I'll talk to you all later. Take care. Bye.